Last lecture we ended with the exercise which I gave to you to plot of the Excel sheet to get the constants for the Langmuir, and hopefully you have done this before, and today we will do some more exercise over here. Actually, for the Langmuir adsorption, one case we have right now we have studied. This is the non-dissociative adsorption, and in non-dissociative adsorption, we have studied the two modified forms. One is in case of the gas and the solid, and the other one case is the for the liquid and the solid. So these are the two modified forms for the non-dissociative adsorption. So before going to the dissociative adsorption, today we will just will finish what we have already studied right now by doing some of the example. And this is the actually similar to the Freundlich adsorption isotherm. And what are the expected applications of the Langmuir adsorption isotherm, how you are going to verify the Langmuir adsorption isotherm, and how can you calculate the K value, which is the adsorption or the equilibrium constant, and also calculation is the V infinity or the V max, which is the maximum volume of the adsorbate correspond to the complete monolayer coverage, and this is very important, and because these two factors K and V are very helpful when you are going to apply in some of the applications. So first just have a look. There are a lot of application and similar application which we have already discussed in one of the earlier lectures. All application you can apply over here, but here I am just refreshing your knowledge to apply in three of the application, and one of them is the kinetics of the catalytic reactions. Like here, this is the your adsorbent, and all these are the adsorbate which are going to adsorb on the adsorbent, and after some sort of the surface reaction means there may be possibility for the chemical adsorption or the physical adsorption. Then you will get the final adsorption complex, which is the product. And here you can apply this Langmuir adsorption isotherm actually to decide or to study the detail of the kinetics. And this is one of the example of the catalytic reaction. In detail, we will be discussing in the next some of the lectures that what are the possible catalytic reactions in case of the adsorption isotherm. And here just it is one of the application when it is going to adsorb, that means it is similar to the rate of the chemical reaction. So you are going to absorb A or the B molecule on the surface, and you are getting some sort of the product. That means you can do the chemical reaction with the help of the adsorbent, and this is very very important in the industrial applications, especially when where there is the production of organic or the other chemical molecules. So all these type of the reactions are happening over there, and that's why this is important to learn what type of the adsorbent is more appropriate as compared to the other one, and which what will be the controlling factor over here to control the rate of the adsorption, and then you can decide which one is more appropriate adsorbent if you want to do some sort of the catalytic reactions. This is also very important. This is the pollution remediation. That means you are going to adsorb or the contaminant on the collide. Collide may be one of the adsorbent, or maybe you can use the this activated carbon, and some of our students are also working on different adsorbent and nanocomposite. Maybe it is the graphene oxide, or it is also modified form of the activated carbon, and these are going to be the best adsorbent. So what is the pollution remediation? Because here there is variety of the pollution, maybe the heavy metals, or maybe these some organic molecules, because both are present in the contaminated water, and you are supposed to remove all these. Let's suppose all these are here shown with the red color. These are the different particles, or the ions, or the metal ions, or the heavy metals, and these are going to be adsorbed on the surface of the adsorbent. And here you have a look, this K is important. This is going to decide how much molecules this adsorbent is going to adsorb on its surface. So that's why we are giving more importance to calculate the equilibrium constant, and in this case it is the adsorption constant. And more will be the value of the adsorption constant or the equilibrium constant, that means more will be the absorption of or the formation of this product, or that means you can easily get more of the polluted pollutants out of the water. So this is another application of the Langmuir adsorption equation. To actually, first we theoretically discuss, now you are going to apply this equation to quantitatively decide how much this adsorbent is active, and you are using the constants to decide the activity of the adsorbent. This is the third one. Application is also in material science, and we are also working on some of the materials to be used in the solar cells. This is the DSSC. This is a dye sensitized solar cells, because we, like in Pakistan, we have shortage of the electricity, and these materials can be used at the adsorbent. And what is the role over here? I'm not going to explain the this complicated mechanism, but just have a look. This is the dye, as we have explained. You can remove the dyes by using the adsorbent, but here it is another role of the dye. When there is the fall of the photons, or this may be the visible light coming from the sun, may fall on the dye, then there may be the excitation of the dye, giving the electron out of the dye. And then this is, here you can see this is the electrolyte. That means this is getting the electron oxidized, and then again sorry, reduction, and then it is giving out the electron, and this is the oxidation. So this actually, it is going to have to proceed this chain of the electrons, and then it is the movement of this electron. Actually, this is the production of the electricity. So the this setup is very simple, but you can use and here we are going to apply this Langmuir adsorption isotherm, and to calculate how much dye is sensitive towards the these photons, and how much electron are being traveled with the application of this dye. And actually here the most important part over here, the role of in this dye sensitized solar cell is the dye, and this is helping to transport the electron from cathode to anode. There should be a two working electrode in which the electron should travel from one cathode to travel towards anode, and you can get the electricity out of this setup. So these are the just the three simple application of the Langmuir adsorption system, and you can apply to get the constant. And the constants here are, the most important is the adsorption constant. So let's have a look. This is the same I have explained already, because you need the two electrodes. One is the electrode over here, one is the here. When there is a fall of the photons on this material. Here you have, see, this is the titanium oxide. This is one of the nanomaterials, and we have also synthesized in our lab. And this is the dye, and actually this the whole setup is going to help to produce the electron, to transport the electron. This is getting the electron and then emitting the electron. And when it reaches to this electrode, so it helps to travel within the two electrodes. Here you have a look. This is the electron is traveling here and then moving to here. This is a complete setup. And this is the load you can manage, and you can get the electricity out of this one. So moving to another exercise, and because we are ending with this one, I am focusing or enforcing you to do more exercise, because you can only get uh, the the more knowledge or the benefit after doing or the solving the exercise. So here one example is the this is the volume of butane adsorbed on 1 gram of sample of the activated carbon at 0 degree centigrade, and varies with the pressure as follows. So this is the pressure is given. This is the very similar to the exercise which we have already done in the previous lecture. So pressure is given, it is in kilopascal, and volume is given. This is the centimeter cube, and just the data is given. And now our objective is how can you verify the adsorption isotherm. Of course, if you are getting the straight line by using the Langmuir adsorption isotherm, then of course you may say this is the verification of the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. If you find a curve, then that means this adsorption isotherm is not suitable for that specific data. But here, of course, this is going to be fit the data. That's why this would be the verification of the adsorption, Langmuir adsorption system. And of course, you will be getting the verification after the after plotting the graphical representation, and you are coming out with the straight line equation that is going to show you the verification of the Langmuir adsorption system. And here these are the constant k and v max we are going to calculate. And again, actually this is the unknown. The first is which equation is more appropriate to use to calculate the k and v max. So this case is the because the pressure and the volume is given, that means it is the gas and the solid case in case of the non-dissociative adsorption. So in the next we will do some other exercise. So I'm giving you to calculate the k and v max. So I am I have solved one of half of the part of this data. So you will be using this equation v over p over v. This will be on your y-axis, and on the x-axis will be the pressure, and 1 over v infinity will be your slope, and 1 over k v infinity will be intercept, because this equation y equal to mx plus c. So this is all about this exercise. Now I am going to give you the value of the intercept and the slope. So you may get the value when you plot on the axis, or even you can do manually. You can plot the graph manually, and these are the two values you are getting from the slope and the intercept. Let's, after plotting the graph, you will get the value of the intercept 0.375 kilopascal per centimeter cube, and the slope is 0.0375 per centimeter. And these units are very important. So now I ask you to calculate the k and v infinity out of this data. So I'm just pausing the video. So the first answer of this one is the v, and v is just because the here again, this is the y, this is the x, and 1 over v max is the slope, and 1 over k v infinity is the intercept. So when you get the v infinity, you are just, because the intercept is sorry, intercept is 0.1 0.35, so you are just dividing the, I think I okay, so 1 divided by this, the value will be 26.7 centimeter cube. So the other one is the, when you get the k value, k will be 1 over v infinity into intercept. So intercept, that means this whole will be equal to the intercept. And when you want to calculate the k will be going there, and the intercept is coming to the, in the divided form. So that means you have to divide the intercept with this, and then you will get the value of the k, and k will be equal to 0 when you are going to put the values. So this is the 1 point, sorry, I think I have wrongly done the value. Slope is 0.7 and intercept is 0.35. Okay. It is, sorry, I want to make it, this is the point 0.035. Okay. So again, this will give you the 26.7, because this is the slope. Slope will be 1 over v infinity, and you will get the value of this. And k value will be 1 over v infinity intercept. Intercept is the 0.375, and this you have calculated out of this. That's why I said earlier, first you have to calculate the value of this, and then you will put the value of over here, and that would be the final answer of 0.107. So I think only the Noor Fatma has calculated rightly. The other one should also focus on this one. This is a very simple. That's why I am going to ask you to do these exercise at home again and again. I have given you many times the data, but I think you are not taking it seriously. And it is up to you, because if you want to learn, you have to do yourself. Otherwise, all these results are reported. I know maybe many of the people around the world know this calculation, but important is here how much you know about the data to solve the data, and how you are going to get the data out of the this graph. So this is very important. If you are weak in any one of the parameter of the form, you must do the similar exercise at home again and again. So this I am going to, this is the last one exercise about the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. And here two data is given. And this maybe I will give you one of the assignment, but here you must have a look what actually you are getting uh, to plot, or you are getting output out of these two data. The first one is, now this is unknown two data, and you have to verify which is going to fit the Friendlich model and which is going to the Langmuir model. So you have to apply the both model on each data, and after this, you will decide which is for this data, and which data is for this, for the Friendlich or the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. And again, the answer is very simple. By plotting the graph, which data will give you the straight line, that means it is going to verify that particular model of the adsorption isotherm. So the data, again, the unit are the same, maybe the little bit different. Here is the milligram, but treat it as individual data. So you are going to plot two graphs One is the Langmuir adsorption and one is the Friedrich adsorption isotherm by using this. And again, you are repeating the both graph by using this data. So what type of equation you are going to use? This one is for the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. And here, because milligram per liter is given, that may one of your adsorbate is in liquid. That's why you must use this modified form of the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Because here the pressure is not given, so you will not be going to use the other equation which we have rightly discussed before this slide. And in the second, this is the Friendlich adsorption isotherm. And again, you will be plotting first, you should plot 1 over m versus 1 over c, because here y is the 1 over m and x is the 1 over c. And for the Langmuir adsorption, you must use the log x over m versus log c, and then you will decide which is the perfect adsorption isotherm for a particular data. So again, this is the all about the exercise. Let's suppose if you want to get the 1 over m. So this is the concentration. Concentration, it should be indicated by the liter. That means this C is given over here. This is actually the x-axis is given. So you must take 1 over C of all these values. And 1 over m, m is, as we have explained, this is the amount of adsorbate adsorbed per gram of the adsorbent. So this is already given. The here it is the mole per gram, but you may convert into gram per gram, milligram per kilogram. But here important to understand is this Q actually is M is given. So M is directly given over here. So you just take 1 over M and then you can plot the data. And similarly, you can do with this. This is the actually the M, this is the C. And if you have a look on the Friendlich adsorption isotherm, this is the X over M, amount of adsorbate adsorbed per gram of the adsorbent. And this is similar to the M. And this is the C. Here, actually, this is the one unit indicating the both the adsorbate and the adsorbent, and here it is individually written. So again, this is the X over M in case of the Friendlich adsorption isotherm, and in case of the Langmuir, it is the M, and this say will remain the same over here, and this is also C for the both of the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. So this is all about your exercise. Hopefully you will do in the next week. But here I have already explained to you. So